Today, we're taking a clear, practical look at one of the most common ERP decisions for growing companies: Odoo versus Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central. Rather than listing features one by one, we'll focus on how these platforms work in real business environments, how they scale, and where each one makes the most sense depending on your strategy and growth plans. If you're assessing ERP options or reviewing an existing system, this overview is designed to help you make a more confident decision. Let's begin. First, let's look at why ERP becomes a priority in the first place. ERP usually comes up when daily operations start slowing down. Reports require manual fixes. Different teams work with different numbers. Decisions are delayed because data isn't reliable. At that stage, the issue isn't execution. It's how systems are connected or not connected. This is why ERP remains a priority for many growing companies, especially in manufacturing and distribution. Now, let's clarify what we're really comparing here. Odoo and Business Central are often evaluated side by side. Both aim to centralize operations and improve visibility. But they are built with different assumptions about how businesses grow. Those assumptions directly affect how each system works in practice. Let's start with Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central. For companies already using Microsoft tools, Business Central is usually easier to adopt. It integrates directly with Excel, Outlook, Teams, and Power BI. Finance teams typically see value early on. Multi-entity accounting is standard. Audit trails are available by default. Compliance requirements are covered. For management, this means fewer manual checks and more consistent reporting. Business Central is generally a good fit when processes are already defined and need to scale without major variation. Next, let's look at how Odoo approaches the same problem. Odoo takes a more flexible approach from the start. Instead of enforcing fixed structures, it allows companies to build functionality gradually. Teams can begin with core modules such as CRM or inventory and add more as requirements grow. This approach works well for companies with evolving processes or industry-specific needs. Odoo adapts to existing workflows rather than requiring significant process changes up front. Now let's compare how this plays out in day-to-day functionality. In finance, Business Central offers more advanced capabilities out of the box. Odoo covers core accounting, but often requires configuration for complex finance. In inventory and supply chain management, Business Central focuses on forecasting and planning. Odoo emphasizes flexibility, including multi-warehouse setups and custom workflows. Sales teams experience a similar contrast. Business Central scales best when combined with dynamic sales. Odoo includes CRM and basic marketing tools within the same system. In manufacturing, Odoo provides detailed control over production and MRP. Business Central supports manufacturing but favors standardized processes. For analytics, Business Central relies on Power BI. Odoo provides built-in reporting with customization options. Let's also look at deployment and pricing, because this often influences the final decision. Business Central is primarily cloud-based and managed through Microsoft Azure. Odoo can be deployed in the cloud, on-premises, or in a hybrid setup. Pricing reflects the same difference in approach. Odoo allows companies to start with minimal cost and expand gradually. Business Central uses a per-user subscription model with predictable pricing. Neither approach is universally better. It depends on how structured or flexible your growth strategy is. So, how do you decide which one is right for you? Business Central is typically suitable for companies that require strong governance, operate across entities, and rely heavily on Microsoft tools. Odoo is often a better fit for companies that prioritize flexibility, customization, and phased growth. The decision should be based on how the organization plans to operate over the next few years, not just current size.